In a no-holds-barred press conference held at the Kenyatta International Convention Center in Nairobi, Budget and Appropriations Committee Chairperson Samuel Atandi hit back at Ndindi Nyoro, accusing him of hypocrisy over recent claims that the Road Maintenance Levy Fund could become a new financial scandal. Atandi said Nyoro, who previously chaired the same committee, has no moral ground to question government borrowing practices.
So I want to say that this idea was mooted when the former chairman of Budget and Appropriations Committee, my brother Ndindi Nyoro, was the chairman here. And he was one of the people who participated in conceiving this idea. He supported it. And as I believe today, and as he believed then, that this idea was going to help us resolve the challenges we're having in the sector, as I've explained. And therefore, I take issue with him for recently proclaiming himself that this securitization of RLMF is also a scandal and is going to confer and increase the borrowing portions that this country economy is not able to manage.
Atandi dismissed Nyoro's criticism of the securitization of RMLF, a move where fuel levy funds are used to guarantee loans. The Treasury has already raised 78 billion Kenya shillings using this model. Atandi defended the decision, saying it has allowed the government to pay 40% of pending bills to road contractors, reactivating stalled infrastructure projects.
I have looked at the performance of the resources that have been achieved from securitization of RMLF. And to date, as you're aware, because you are Kenyans, you know that contractors, most of them have gone back to the sites that they had abandoned over 1 year ago. Because we have done negotiations with the contractors.
The Alego Usonga MP further used the opportunity to defend the current budget process, noting that the 2025-2026 fiscal year will focus on essential development and fair allocation of resources. He pledged that the BSC will implement massive budget cuts on non-essential areas to prioritize service delivery.
We have had a budget office where, as I've told you, budget is not shared equitably. You know, budget goes to one section of the country. I want to say that under my leadership, because I'm also presiding over the distribution of these resources, the RLMF resources are being shared equitably.
Atandi further questioned how the previous administration used the 10 trillion it borrowed, stating that development spending remained stagnant while debt repayment ballooned. He called on officials from the Kenyatta era to stop preaching about economic reforms, saying they had their chance and failed.
I wanted to challenge my brother Ndindi Nyoro that please, we beseech you to run away from tribal bigotry in sharing of natural resources. It cannot be about one tribe, it cannot be about one region. Allow the country to move on by embracing equitable sharing of public resources so that every part of this region can benefit.
Kenya's public debt has now hit 11.35 trillion, with the Ruto-led administration borrowing another 1 trillion in the past year. As Parliament prepares to finalize the 2025-2026 budget, the focus now shifts to the country's balancing act between development and borrowing. Brian Amoy, K24, Nairobi.